What is the difference between Medicare OEP, open enrollment, versus Medicare annual election period, AEP, for Medicare agents? How do the rules differ? What are the timelines? What kind of people can you write up, and what are the rules for you? In this video, we're going to dig into those questions. This video is brought to you by none other than Hire Heroes, you guys. Hire Heroes is your one-stop shop when it comes to virtual staffing and making sure that you have qualified talent with your business. One thing that I love about Hire Heroes, you guys, is they've actually gone through the process already of vetting and making sure that your staff member is well trained to best fit your needs. Whether you need help with social media work, posting things on your accounts, responding to people that send messages to your social media accounts, whether you need help with data entry, or a multitude of other things that they're qualified to do, Hire Heroes has got you covered. If you're having trouble finding quality talent and, number two, affording to be able to run payroll for that talent, Hire Heroes has got you covered with an affordable alternative to have a virtual assistant working for your business. There's a link down in the description of this video to where you can learn more about getting your own VA through Hire Heroes. I certainly recommend it. They're what we use in our business for all of our virtual assistant needs, and you will want to make sure that you check them out today. Medicare OEP, or open enrollment period, goes from January 1st through March 31st, whereas the Medicare AEP, or annual election period, goes from October 15th through December 7th. What is the difference between the two? Who can you write up versus who can you not in the two timelines? Let's jump in. So with Medicare AEP from October 15th through December 7th, it's the time of the year where Medicare Advantage and Part D prescription drug plans change for the new year. And so essentially they come out with their changes. They announce them to the public October 1st. The public has about 2 weeks or so from the 1st to the 15th to dissect and kind of analyze these changes. And then from the 15th of October all the way through December 7th, they can make changes for the new year. During AEP, an agent can write somebody on a Medicare Advantage plan on another Medicare Advantage plan. They can write someone on an individual Part D prescription drug plan with original Medicare and take them to an Advantage plan, or they can take them from an Advantage plan to an individual Part D prescription drug plan, assuming that the person can qualify for underwriting and health questions on the Medicare supplement plan. Because if you take them onto original Medicare, typically you're going to want to put them on a Medicare supplement plan first. So it's kind of a free-for-all. People can move to anything. The only reason why they couldn't go to a Medicare supplement is that they couldn't pass health questions. But it's kind of like an open-ended thing. You can kind of you move from anything to anything in terms of election periods, right? You can go from MA to MA, MA to original Medicare with a PDP, original Medicare with a PDP to MA. It's kind of like a free-for-all. Somebody can literally enroll as many times as they want, and the last application that is submitted before December 7th is the one that will actually ultimately end up winning in the end. That's where the phrase last app in comes from. And that will take effect January 1st for the member. Now for agents, typically Medicare commissions for AEP do not pay out until January, February, depending on the carrier. They don't pay any of the commission out for most of the carriers prior to that for Medicare Advantage and Part D prescription drug plans. Now OEP is quite a bit different. Okay, so OEP, as I mentioned, goes from January 1st through March 31st, and it's strictly designed for someone that already is enrolled into a Medicare Advantage plan. If they're already enrolled into a Medicare Advantage plan, they can go from that Advantage plan to a different one, or they can go from that Advantage plan to original Medicare with a PDP. So remember that. If you're on an Advantage plan currently, you can switch to whatever you like. Now remember, if you go from Advantage to original Medicare and a PDP, the person's going to have to be able to pass health questions to determine eligibility for the Medicare supplement plan. So that's not guaranteed. It's really based on their health. But theoretically, they can go from an MA, if they already have an MA, to anything. Now, let's say they don't have an MA and they have original Medicare or the PDP. They cannot change to a different PDP, and they can't go to an Advantage plan from original Medicare. It's strictly if you already have an Advantage plan, you can change to another Advantage plan, or you can change to original Medicare with the PDP. Very simple. Now, what another difference between AEP and OEP is with OEP, once the person has used up their one chance to change, they have one opportunity to change their plan during those 3 months, quarter one essentially, January 1st to March 31st, they cannot change again. And it will take effect the first of the upcoming month. So if the app is written in January, it will take effect February. If it's written in February, it'll take effect March, and so on and so forth. Now, once that enrollment is submitted and it goes off to CMS, even if the effective date hasn't happened yet, the change will have been looked at as used. Whereas with a lot of other enrollment periods, the change is not used or the enrollment period is not used until the application has taken effect. OEP is different in that regard. Last but not least with OEP, as an agent, you compliantly cannot market for OEP. You cannot run an ad or drop a mailer or anything like that that says it's Medicare OEP, call me today to change your plan. You cannot do that. Whereas with AEP, you can. You can market AEP. Carriers can market AEP. Call centers can market AEP. Nobody is allowed to advertise on the back of OEP. Now, you can advertise for individual Medicare marketing. You can say, hey, my name's Christian Brindle. I'm a local Medicare health plan expert in your area here, and I can help you with your Medicare health plan. If you want to compare, if you want to look at your plan, see what your options are, I can help you. You can generically market for Medicare. You just can't market it and mention OEP or even hint at the possibility of OEP. So most seniors, because of this, don't know that OEP is a thing because it's not allowed to be marketed. You'll never see a commercial for it. And if you do, that person probably get in a big amount of trouble if they got turned in or caught by the wrong person, right? So AEP can be marketed. OEP cannot. Now, you can market generically. Let's say you get a lead, from just a generic marketing campaign, and you call them, talk with them, they're on an Advantage plan, they want to change to another one. You can change them and make them aware of it at that point in time, but you cannot market it. Okay, so that's the main differences between AEP and OEP. They are two different times. They do have quite a bit of differences with them, but it's important for Medicare agents to know the difference. And I hope this video accomplished just that. It kind of, narrowing down and kind of isolating the differences between the two and helping you get a better understanding of what you can do during which time. If you found this video helpful and you are a newbie to the Medicare business, do me a favor, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps so many more people like you who need to hear this information find it easier. Comment your thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on AEP versus OEP? Do you think that they should be exactly the same? Give us some dialogue, give us some thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We make videos every week and we don't ask for anything in exchange except for a little bit of your time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Here's to your success and your abundance, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.